It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the 49ers and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right?
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
And down to the 41. The numbers for Walker last week. 15 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Throwing is Smith. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 52 yards.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early lead. But if the defense sells out to stop him, that opens up their passing game.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power,
They take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Then he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll run with Davis Price.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ty Davis Price.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Back to Walker on first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Play action. It's Smith. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down and 2.
You look at this Niner defense.
They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Smith. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Purdy off the play fake.
And this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Purdy.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Geno now to throw.
Short throw to Disley.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now Geno on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Geno.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Myers' kick is good.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he stopped immediately there.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He's going to use his legs here.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets it down to the 32.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this to Bell. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. 2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. Into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun now with Purdy. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal.
This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Smith again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target. Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. He's left with no option here but to throw it away. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy sets up to throw again.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop.
So,
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Purdy. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now it's Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Smith. Short throw to Disley. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 12-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they run the option on second down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Take it at the 37. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. 63 yards on a punt return score.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 19-point game. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 23. Now Geno. This complete to Lockett. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Geno now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Purdy now to throw.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that'll keep this a 19-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the red zone now, Smith.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. To throw on second down is Smith. Incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Niners on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And Walker once more. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Fred Warner. Down the left sideline.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, and they they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, that's Latu.
Touchdown 49ers.
Cameron Latu.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Smith now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 37.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Samuel.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Geno. And Walker with it over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown!
Deebo Samuel.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
On first down, it's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
149 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Smith on first down.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Geno.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Smith.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Geno now to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that was no small feat as they go for it on 4th and 9, yet still get it by a yard. What a play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Smith throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
First down, here's Mitchell. Taken down at the 42.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, their very slim playoff